Hi, Deanne. Hey, this is Ryan Thompson. I called you in regards to that case, that report on the man who got arrested for filming at the FBI. And then just about 10 minutes ago, I saw your report on it, and I appreciate you bringing attention to it. It is a major concern for a lot of people from the area because the Pocatello Police often neglect people's civil liberties. And so, just from my point of view, and you can look up this same thing from a legal standpoint on different Supreme Court cases. In fact, I can send you an email with these things. But that man was not required to give the officer any identification because he had not committed a crime. If a person has not been suspected of a crime or committed a crime, then there's no legal obligation to show an officer ID. Like I said, I can show you many cases, Supreme Court rulings and otherwise on that issue. And what it basically boils down to is people have a right to protect themselves against unwarranted searches and seizures, which includes, your personal information. And that's the Fourth Amendment. And then also the Fifth Amendment, the ability to remain silent and not incriminate yourself. Beyond the fact that he didn't commit a crime and that the officer made up this voyeurism thing out of nowhere to be able to give cause to investigate this, even though it was a non-issue. There was no voyeurism being committed or even suspected. The officer clearly didn't know what the term meant, voyeurism. So being that he wasn't suspected of a crime and he hadn't committed a crime, and that this officer was just making things up, that's where Pocatello Police cross that line often, very often, and accuse people of crimes they've never committed, and then the person has to, get a lawyer, pay for the court cost, bail, and all the rest, even though no crime has been committed. So, the First Amendment rights were obviously interrupted. I don't know, what happened. I guess he probably went to jail, so his First Amendment rights were violated. And then his Fourth Amendment and his Fifth Amendment rights were violated. So if you do want to talk to me, I can explain it more. Or if you just want to give me your email address, and I'll send you some of these Supreme Court cases. But I think the report was very skimpy, and I think it needs to be addressed a little bit more deep because many people in Pocatello have suffered at the hands of these police officers that are uneducated, they have no legal training, and they make general assumptions on laws that don't even exist. So I think that's a major problem for Pocatello. Thanks for your time. Hope you had time to listen to this.